everybody, and welcome to another video. Today is the very first video of my Reformulation series. Now this is a video where I go ahead and choose to look at fragrances that have been reformulated, if you will, or people have thought more specifically that they are reformulated. Now, this is purely going to be off of what people say. So as people say, hey, has this fragrance been reformulated, and enough people get together and say that, I will go ahead, take my copy of the bottle or get the original bottle and then compare it to what is out now and see if this has been reformulated or not and what my opinion is on it. So the first, as you can see from the title, we're going to do Yves Saint Laurent's La Nuit de l'Homme. Now this fragrance, it has been requested that I do this for a long time now, and I was eager to dive into it. It takes me a while to do these just because I like to do them proper. I like to do proper tests to make sure that it is. Now, the bottle that I have, this baby, I got back in maybe 2010, I believe. This one has been with me for a while. Now this is what I consider the original La Nuit de l'Homme. This is one that I did the review off of this one, and when I did the review off of this one, that's what my results were for. So when I say that it's a long-lasting fragrance, it's very pungent, it was based off of this bottle. So, I did a couple things. First, I went into two different department stores, Macy's, and I went into Sephora, and tried them on to, straight from the bottle, see what they were like. And I also got a sample, from Sephora, actually, and brought it back, just so I can test it out a couple more times on my skin. All right? So, let's start with the first one. When I sprayed it in the store, there is something that I immediately noticed. And I noticed it smelled a little off, but I wasn't quite sure. It did not smell like my bottle at home. And the reason why I know that is I had actually brought my fragrance with me, just because I wanted to see what it would smell like at the same time. So it looked kind of weird with me spraying myself, but I sprayed one arm and then used the store fragrance to spray the other and explained to the salesperson that I was just testing something out. Right? It went fine. So what I noticed was it smelled a little off. The one that I smelled in the store smelled a little off. And the first thing that I attributed it to was not that it had been reformulated, but that the fragrance had been out under hot lights. So I was immediately like, you know what, I think this may be a little bit tainted. And that one only lasted about 2 hours on my skin. So I was like, okay, I think maybe this fragrance has been skewed a little bit by being in a department store. Something has gone wrong with this fragrance. So I go, okay, fine. So I go and I go to Sephora, actually, try the same thing on, and it does smell much closer, if not it was the same thing that I was smelling on my hand. Decided to give it some chance. Started waiting things out, and after about 4 hours, it was gone. So it definitely got less longevity than my bottle of La Nuit de l'Homme. So at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm still not ready to jump the gun and say that it's reformulated yet. Sorry about that. I wear fragrances a couple different times just because sometimes I get different longevity off of my skin. And this one was just consistently scoring I'd say less than 4 hours every single time. And, brought it home, was spraying it on, kept doing it, and I just consistently got it. And the feeling that I started getting from it is that there is something that YSL changed, that for some reason it interacts differently on my skin. I do think that there was some sort of a reformulation that is causing that. Now, if this fragrance wasn't lasting well on your skin to begin with, it probably wouldn't, improve or go any worse, just because I'm not sure what to attribute it to. All I know is that my bottle lasts definitely at least 8 hours, and sometimes more. The bottle this sprayer was lasting about half the time, even that. So my opinion is that I think this has definitely been reformulated. Unless I somehow got a bad bottle or a bad batch or something like that, it's very possible, which I'm not, putting away fully. I'm not putting away fully that somehow I got a bad fragrance. Because what I specifically asked them to do, if you've been to Sephora, you know that they spray from the tester that's right there on it. what I specifically asked them to do, since this one was low, was just to open up another one and to spray that one. And I had them spray that one. So I lucked out on that, if you will. So it's not like I was spraying from the bottle that was exposed to all the light and everything like that. So, but this one, it lasted about half the time. So again, I think this one has definitely been reformulated. And I apologize to those of you who who got YSL, look at my review and like, this lasts nothing to two. Sorry, I can't control Yves Saint Laurent. All right, so that's my verdict. I think that it is reformulated. I could be wrong. Again, this is just my nose. I'm just giving you my opinion on it. So my verdict is yes, this has been reformulated. All right. So thanks, guys. I'm not sure what to make of the format. Let me know what you want to see out of these reformulation videos. If there's anything more, if there's anything less, I'm not quite sure how to format them. So once I get a better idea of what you guys want, I may be able to come up with a better solution. But if this is fine, feel free to say it's fine. But let me know what your opinion is on Yves Saint Laurent's La Nuit de l'Homme, and let me know if you think that it's been reformulated or not. All right? Thanks, guys. Take care of yourselves, and you guys have a great day.